Chapter 2, Aesop's Fables. Aesop was a wise person who lived hundreds of years ago in Greece. These are the stories told by him which have passed from one generation to the other. These are also known as fables. These are short stories with a moral or message. The first story, The Stag at a Pool. This story is about a beautiful and handsome stag. Once, while he was drinking water from the pond, he happened to notice his own reflection. He was very much impressed with himself. He especially loved his antlers with their curves. But he did not like his legs. He thought they were too ugly for his otherwise beautiful features. Suddenly, there were hunters around him. He started running quickly with his ugly legs. Very soon he was far away from the hunters. He was feeling quite safe now. But then his antlers got caught in the thick branches. Very soon the hunters reached there. With great difficulty, the stag was able to free himself and save his own life. Thus, he realized that the beautiful antlers had almost made him lose his life. But the ugly legs had saved him. We must remember that very often we dislike the things that are the most useful. The second story, The Dog in the Manger. Once a dog was resting in the manger meant for the ox on a very hot afternoon. After a while, the ox returned from the field after a hard, tiring day. He reached his stall and was about to eat the hay. Suddenly, the dog started barking at him. He did not allow the ox to eat his very own food, the hay. After a while, the otherwise peace-loving ox got upset and scolded the dog. The hay was in no way the dog's fault. So the ox told him that the dog should not begrudge others what he himself cannot enjoy. Time to look at the words now. Stag, a male deer. Stately, grand, spindly, very thin and long. Brooding, thinking sadly for a long time. Thicket, many trees growing together. Hot on trail, very close to him, about to catch him. Manger, long open box in a cattle shed. Hay, cut and dried grass used as food for animals. Stall, part of a cattle shed. Begrudge, be unwilling to give. Answering time. Name the person who first told the fables. It was Aesop who first told the fables. What did the stag like about himself? Why? The stag loved his long and curvy antlers as they made him look very handsome. What was the stag unhappy with? Why? The stag was unhappy with his thin and ugly legs as they made him look bad. What did the dog do when the ox went near the manger? As the ox went near the manger, the dog started barking at him loudly. Write the message of each of these two stories. The first story tells us that very often we dislike things that are indeed very useful to us. The second story tells us that we should not begrudge others what we don't enjoy ourselves. What did they say? stag saw his reflection. Oh, how handsome I look! How beautiful are these curving antlers! Oh, how they add to my beauty! How graceful I look! The stag at the end. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often, we dislike things that are the most useful to us. Dogs to the dog in the mango. Dog, if you wanted to share my dinner with me, I would not mind it. But you neither eat the hay nor allow me to enjoy it. It is of no use to you. Then why don't you let me have my favorite food? Don't begrudge others what you don't enjoy yourself. Find a smaller word hiding. Reflection. Reflect. Delighted. Delight. Graceful. Grace. Hunter. Hunt. Thicket. Thick. Growth. Grow. Dislike. Like. Afternoon. After and noon. Firmly. Firm. Upset. Up and set. Find synonyms for delighted, happy, beautiful, good looking, disgusted, repelled, bounded, confined. The stag saw his reflection in the water. We can also see our reflection in a mirror, glass, and any shiny thing like the car bonnet, a new stainless steel utensil, or a thali. At the same time, we cannot see our reflection in dark and hard things like plastic, rubber, bricks, pillows, mattresses, etc. Let us name a few countries. India, Japan, China, Germany, Muscat, Kuwait, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan. There are almost 250 countries in the world. Time to find out some idioms and proverbs with names of animals and birds. Ants in one's pants. Bear with a sore head. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Eating crow. You can add to this list as much as